Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today they have updated the Vision Jet, which is pretty cool. It's a beautiful aircraft that has 25 new liveries. They have updated it twice, but they have recently updated more things on it, such as the internal things, like the navigational, and also they have the reset on the checklist. When you shut it off and turn it back on, restarts now, which is pretty cool. You can also have a little iPad now for most of the internal systems that are now on here for the covers. The one thing that I didn't notice, also the phone is clickable, so you can hide it if you don't like to see a messy cockpit. You can go ahead and clean that up. Now the door is opening when it's cold and dark. I was trying to open this on I did a test before and that wasn't working, so it was starting to make me wonder if I was pressing something different, but it looks like it is working, and I've always loved the animation of this, so I'm really glad to see that it hasn't changed and it's still looking very nice. They have always been redoing this aircraft multiple times, which is great to see, and today we're going to be taking it here from the Bahamas over to Fort Lauderdale. So let's go ahead and just check this aircraft out in the meantime. You can configure it for family, golf, snowboarding. This is inside of the luggage container. I don't know exactly how to open that. Let's put the power on here. Luggage door. Okay, so if you open the luggage door, let me turn that off. That's a little bit noisy for us, right? And you could put snow trip in there. You could put golf stuff in there, or you could do a family vacation. And since we're going from the Bahamas back to Fort Lauderdale, the vacation, I would say, is over. So we might as well bring our golf bags. And in the meantime, we'll go ahead and put the battery power on. We're going to do a flight plan. Nothing too crazy. Basically, from here to Fort Lauderdale, we're in the Bahamas. Let's take the wheel chucks and all that stuff off. We'll close up the back door there, which I love that it just slams it closed. That's hilarious. Alright. Status, you can do cold and dark taxi or before takeoff, up to you. We hid the headphones. There they are there. I like to hide them, and we'll probably turn this on once we get the plane started so we don't have a lot of noise, and we can check out some of the features as well. And there you have it for that. The changing of the there's another one here. I'll show you. Okay, so for executive, or this, or you got the executive, which is 2 seats, and family, which is this one. So we'll do family since we're coming back from a family vacation, and we'll go ahead and start this aircraft up. Battery is on and checked, so we're going to go ahead and start up the aircraft. We switch that to run, press the starter, and now we're just keeping our finger and ready to shut off as we bring up our engines here. Let's go ahead and turn our oxygen and our air bleed on. Our pitot heat doesn't have to come on until we're over the runway, because we don't want it to heat up anyway. Actually, we can go ahead and turn it on. I don't think we're really going to need too much today, or any of the anti-ice or anything like that, for the most part. Alright, let's turn on navigational lights here. I've always liked the Vision Jet. A lot of people don't like it. There's mixed opinions on it. Me personally, I think it's really nice aircraft. And we'll do our quick flight plan here. Nothing too complicated today, as we set back over to Florida. So, oops, we're going FSM2, and we're gonna do we need our map here for our flight plan. I just have to find that. Add KFLL, and we will go right to KFLL. Direct to, activate that, and that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get on our way here. Contact straight out departure north. I guess that would be out to the west. Okay, very easy to have this plane ready to go. Let's put the taxi light on here. We'll spin it around and we'll get out of here. I believe that's going to be straight out to the west there. Yeah. Looks like it anyway. I've always loved the Vision Jet. I always thought it was a cool aircraft to fly. It's pretty much like a really easy jet to fly. Very comfortable, very good. It has great visibility. And it's interesting for sure. I love that they keep updating it. It seems like they really care about the product, which is always nice to see. We're taxiing a little bit fast here. These engines. Let's calibrate the altimeter and set. We should pretty much have a pretty decent flight here. Now, I heard when you land these planes, when you have the flaps down, you want to bring them up immediately after landing so that it keeps you stable on the aircraft. I was watching a flight that Steve-O did with another gentleman who actually teaches people how to fly out of Fort Lauderdale these exact aircrafts, which is pretty cool. And he was saying that you have to lift it up as soon as you get over there, which is pretty cool to see as well. So we're going to go ahead and listen to his instructions, since he's the one who flies this thing all the time and knows a heck of a lot more than us. Okay, we are ready for our departure. We're going to go ahead out onto the runway now. So landing lights are going to come on, strobe lights are going to come on, taxi lights are going to come off. Our altimeter is set, and we're going to be departing towards the west, it says, but this doesn't look like it's heading us west. But anyway, this Vision Jet is pretty easy to turn, so once we make it out to the runway, we'll go ahead and fix it up ourselves and turn it around. I do really enjoy this aircraft. It's just a little bit unstable on the ground, as you can see. It's a little bit, but once you get it in the air, it's super nice to fly. You can actually do full power on it too for takeoff. And that noise isn't coming off like it did before. The before it used to do that. It was so annoying. There we go. I like the sounds too. It seems like they might have upgraded the sound quality of it too. Alright, wheels are coming up. Alright, I'm pulling back a little bit on the throttle here. And we'll just start turning. We're not going too far today. I think the climb, they said, is 165 knots for a good climb rate for efficient fuel burn with this aircraft. So we're going to continue to climb and turn. We'll get back on our track. We'll put our navigation on. Our altitude we will set for 5,000 feet. Vertical climb. It doesn't seem like it's having any issues with that, and we'll go nav mode. So we'll be picking up the nav and turning. I'm going to slow down the aircraft here as we turn and climb, and we will get that iPad out once again and go ahead to headphones. That should quiet out the cockpit. Although I really enjoy the sounds of this airplane, it does sound pretty nice. So we should be picking up our navigational system soon here, and it does want us to change frequencies. Frequencies are approved. Okay, we're contacting our tower. Now, also I heard with the Vision Jet, you can leave the landing lights on the whole time. I don't know how true that is. Man, this plane is a joy to fly. We definitely have to do some flights with this plane. It is very beautiful. I heard they're going to do an animation of this as well. They're working with a person who created the what is that called? The S4 aircraft. They're gonna, I think, I don't know if they're for sure doing it, but I don't know. I'm trying to show you guys, but it's not allowing me. This little switch here is the parachute for the Vision Jet. If anything happens, this is a jet that actually has a parachute. You can pull that and it will pop, and that is a good thing to have. The first jet, I believe, that's like that. And there is internet video of that thing flying down like that, which is pretty cool to see as well. So I am curious to see how that goes. Let's see if we are making our way to the right course here. Yeah, it looks like we are headed back on track with the VNAV. It's just taken us a little bit of time since we were doing about 230 knots, which we probably slow down to get a little bit better of a turning radius here too. Yeah, we should pick up that VNAV shortly. We're only climbing up about 5,000 feet today, so it should be a nice flight. Hope you guys have been enjoying these videos. I've been trying to do better on them. I recently have been reading more about these airplanes and trying to get better at making videos as well. It's a certain skill level that you have to have for YouTube. Not only do you have to make videos telling about the airplane itself and all the different things and the tags and the title, I gotta say the Vision Jet is looking very, very well done lately. I'm definitely gonna have to do a flight with this. They have updated the Honda Jet as well, which we'll probably make a return flight with. But this is a beautiful day to do some flying over the Bahamas, huh? Look at these clouds too. Wow, amazing. I feel like I'm in a real plane. Look at that. How beautiful is that, guys? If you came for the views, you definitely will get them here. Absolutely amazing. Amazing. There goes the Bahamas. I feel like we should go back. It is beautiful out there. Very quiet and beautiful day to fly. I love it. We'll probably yeah, we'll probably have to do some more flying over the Bahamas. I always liked the Bahamas. It's always a fun trip. It's about 52 miles away from West Palm Beach, where I used to live, and always a fun time with these beautiful clouds. It's been raining a lot, I heard, in Florida with the weather lately, so that's typical. You know, we have a rain season, so that's pretty cool. This should not be too long of a flight. I'm gonna just check exactly where we're going here. It should be fairly straightforward. It's just going right over here to Fort Lauderdale. I don't have any kind of airport code or runway in. I don't know if we can get one. Let's find out. So insert before, insert after. That's a good question. We will have to see. Okay, so I wonder what airport we're gonna get. Let's see here. I'm gonna check the airport and see. I don't know what runway we'll be trying to land on. I want to come in off the water, so will it show? I'm guessing it's off the right. Let's see. Let's make sure. Yeah, it looks like it is. Okay, altimeter set. Doing about 130 knots. Yeah, so they have done a lot of things with this update. So let's just go over some of those things while we're flying here. Nose gear adjustments for better nose gear adjustments. They tried to match the center console for sorry, the APU. They have upgraded the avionics, all the ice, a lot of things they did. Let me see, is auto throttle working? Yeah, auto throttle works as well too, which is pretty cool. So, I mean, they've really done a number of things. They tried to make it more configured to the right aspects of the ratio of the aircraft too. I believe they did that in the last update. So, for example, like when you are inside of this aircraft, it's more like it should be. Oops. Okay, I was just trying to turn off this lighting here. We do have a drop-down TV as well, which looks more configured to the aircraft way better than before. It used to be huge, and the seating arrangements looking a lot better. Very, very nice aircraft. I think we're almost at our destination. Oh no, we're passing over an island. I'm sorry. That's another island out there in the Bahamas, but they have done a number of things to this since they have built it, which is fantastic to see that the developers really do care about the airplane. I love it. I love it. And I chose black like this today because I've seen a lot of planes coming in the West Palm Beach, Vision Jets particularly. 3 or 4 of them, I don't know if it's the same one, but I've seen all black Vision Jet G2s like this one. It seems to be a pretty common thing to see these black jets in Florida, so I figured why not keep it to what I see. You know, when I do my plane spotting videos, this is what I usually see, so I figured why not go ahead and put it on and check it out. Alright, we are getting, we should be getting closer here. It also says that it says ETA for our destination, right? So, let's see. It is currently showing, let's see, does it show ETA? UTC, which is our time. We didn't set our timer. I should have. Our TSA true airspeed is 274 knots, and our ground speed is 280. It's pretty cool. We're fluctuating a little bit of a little bit of turbulence today, but nothing too crazy. Autopilot works pretty good in this too. Let's see. What else can we see? I know they have a, what is this? Panel lighting? Oh, they put lighting in here now? There's the checklist. This checklist is pretty cool. You just click on it and you can go down and then go next and next. It looks a lot better like this too. It used to be all junked up and together and you couldn't really see it. So I like it. I like it a lot better. This is probably more realistic to the jet. This is one thing that they have changed. Whoops, we missed one. But they said that it is clickable like that, which it seems to be. Really, really useful. That is awesome. Alright, we're at 5,000 feet, altimeter set 3015, and we're doing about 250 knots, which is looking good. Looking pretty good. You have to deviate for weather a lot with these. I think this thing can go up pretty high too. I have to do a stream one day and test how high we can go with the Vision Jet, because I hear you can really get it up there. It's a pretty cool plane. Look how beautiful that water looks down there. Really nice. I chose 5,000 feet so we can see what's going on down there, you know? Really cool. It's like a sand barge. Quite interesting. I love it. I really do like flying this plane. Alright. I guess I'll edit it from here, and we'll come back for the landing. Alright guys, we are here. Just about to land here in Fort Lauderdale. We are a little bit over speeding here. I was trying to get there a little bit faster than I probably should have. So we'll go ahead and pull out some of the power. We're seeing the coast of Florida here. Our airport should be off to this side. We're kind of on an angle, not really set up for the runway. I did put a 10 right inside of the computer here, but for some reason it didn't. I don't know what's going on with that. It doesn't look like it activated to the runway itself. But however, we should be able to see the airport shortly. So I'm just going to go ahead and hand fly it when we get closer here. So I could see that it's over to our right. So maybe what we'll do is take it off. And we'll just kind of guide ourselves a little bit closer to the runway here. I'm going to take out some of the power. We're going to start slowing as we turn towards the runway here. I can almost see, I think it's right down there. So yeah, this is Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport, or International, I guess it would be. It's a pretty big airport here. I flew out of this airport to go to Columbia. Let me go ahead and trim down here. We're gonna go ahead and take the flight directors and all that stuff off. I'll put a bit of flaps in. We have an overspeed warning for the flaps, and we'll be turning in for the right bound. This plane likes to land a little bit slower than what I got here. We are definitely going way too fast right now. Oh, that's okay. I don't think there's any air brakes on this thing either. Right? Do we have any air brakes? No, we don't. So that's alright. We'll go ahead and put full flaps for now. And we'll go drop the gear. Landing lights are on, taxi lights are on. Put the flaps back up one notch. Flaps going up one notch here. 190 miles an hour we're going. I think we're going to be off to this side here. Alright. It's heavy on the nose for sure. I'm going to try to trim it out here. I'm pulling back on the stick already. I'll put my feet ready for landing here. I want to keep the power in with this one. I want to keep those engines spooled up. Really trimming a lot here for this. 130 knots. 500 feet. This would be like, I guess. I'm just gonna try to. It's not a bad plane to fly for sure. Take a little power out now. As soon as we get down, I'm going to go ahead and put those flaps back to up. Whoa. Really rough landing there. You want to land a lot slower than that. Up. Alright, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Vision Jet. I didn't do that great with the landing, however, you know, it is a working process. I haven't flew this plane in a little bit, and I need to get better at flying it. Let's go ahead and shut it down, which is pretty easy to do, too. I like hearing that sound. Alright. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Vision Jet in all its glory. Very nice plane to fly. Excuse me. Alright. Very nice plane to fly, and we made it safely here to Fort Lauderdale. A little bit of a bumpy landing, however, we did make it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing to the channel. Smash the thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, peace. Thanks for watching.